Right, so the DMM Nomad lanyard has turned up. You have the DMM Nomad and the DMM Nomad Plus. Let's have a look at the Nomad to start with. The Nomad is a slightly cheaper option, maybe a bit, if people decide that they're not too interested in having a Director Yoke at the end. You'll get the tap pulley, triple attachment pulley. You'll get an oval, and you'll get the Fiddis eye-to-eye prusik. Obviously, you could choose whatever rope out of the 4 we've got here to go with that setup. Let's have a look at the Nomad Plus. So the Nomad Plus, it comes with your Director Yoke, a Fiddis prusik loop, a Fiddis prusik eye-to-eye, a tap triple attachment pulley, and an Ultra O. As you can see, whatever colour you choose, it's going to come colour coordinated, so you know which one you're using at the time. 2 different type diameter ropes. We've got the 11.8mm and the 12.8mm. These ropes have been chosen because they've got a 24 strand outside core, which is polyester, and an inner core, which is nylon, working perfectly with the Fiddis prusik. Let's have a look at the Fiddis prusiks. You've got the Fiddis loop and the Fiddis eye-to-eye, which are both fully polyester, making them perfect combination for this rope. Prusik and the Fiddis loop have been made so that they are the perfect length. There's no sag in it, you haven't got really long legs. It's nice. Let's have a look at the Directors. The Director was chosen purely for nice close connection and alignment. There's no way you can cross-load this or anything. As soon as it's connected in, it's in line. So all these lanyards are CE approved, and the manufacturer has stated 3 different knots that have been tested to meet these regulations. So let's start. We've got the Swarmish, which is 5 wraps with 1 over the top. Can you see as the rope goes over the top of the 2 legs? We've got the VT. This is 5 plus 2. 1 crossover here, another crossover here. And then we've got the distal, 5 plus 1. As you can see, there's 5 wraps and there's 1 crossover here. So those are the 3 knots that you can use with this system, and they all move extremely smoothly and work really nicely with the rope. Right, so let's have a look at the tap, the triple attachment pulley. They've decided to go with this so that you can create better configurations for stabilising yourself out on those limbs. This extra hole means that you can have carabiners that can clip into it. And as you can see, the wheels are exactly the same colour as the ropes, which makes them look nice. The carabiner, you've got an Ultra O or Americano. These are the 2 carabiners that have been checked on this system. So you're going to have to use either an Ultra O or an Americano in there, but check the user's guide, make sure that everything's good before you use it. Lengths. Obviously, we all decide that we want to use different lengths. You might be a short lanyard guy, you might be a really long lanyard guy. Personally, I like them about 5 meters, but there's plenty of lengths. There's 7 different lengths, and they go from 3 meters to 20 meters. Yes, 20 meter lanyards if you need one. So the Fidus prusik loops that go on here. As you can see, I've got a nice little bit of leather here. So that will sit against the stitching, meaning that it won't just fall off. The idea with these is so that you're not side loading your carabiners at the top of the tree. I know that's a big discussion between everyone, but DMM as a manufacturer don't like side loading of carabiners. It can open gates, it can damage gates, and when you've got this, what's the point? It makes also that your smaller lanyards, like your 3 meter lanyards, that you can actually turn them into the full 3 meters instead of having it doubled up and only having 1.5. So at the end of the lanyard, you'll see there's a stopper knot. The idea of this is that so that the hitch climber doesn't affect that stitched eye at the end. Obviously, if you want to swap ends, you can always just take out your stopper knot, put a carabiner in there, and you're back to your lanyard system. Obviously flick your hitch climb around so that it's facing the right way, because it probably won't work if you don't. But stop a knot at the end, it's for your safety. So they come in 4 vibrant colours, and the idea behind this is there's not many ropes that are these colours on the market. It makes it easy for management of your lanyard up in the tree, not getting confused with your climbing line. Another added bonus is they've been tested to EN795B, remote anchors. And this is just like a little bonus really, because they can be used as an anchor, but only in a rescue situation and when they're doubled up. If you want to see these instructions, they're in the manual. The manual's online, so you can have a look at that. But it's a good little bonus to have there if you did get into an emergency in the tree and you needed to rescue a buddy. You needed a point to get your ropes into to get to your mate. Here's 3 simple, quick systems that can be used that you pre-use day in, day out. So obviously we've got it off our side Ds. We can move this from our side Ds, attach the director to the top of the triple attachment pulley. Now we've got a second working system, so we can use our climbing systems together. And if our lanyard does get too short in this configuration, we can simply push a Fidus loop up a bit further, connecting, keeping it away from the object that we're tied into, and that just gives us a little bit more distance we can use it. So there's 3 simple ways that you could use that up in the canopy when climbing. Basically, everything's in the instructions. Have a look at them online or come into the shop and test them out. I think they're going to do well. Personally, my favourite's the blue. I do like it, but you know, some people might want the thicker rope, the 12.8. And yeah, come and check them out or have a look at them online.